things pop culture and celebrity cheese, man.
Hey Karla, what's the chisme? Suelta la sopa.
You're listening to The Cheez with Karla J.
What the cheese, I mean?
Hola, borrachos y borrachas. Welcome back to The Cheez with Karla J. I have Kim Avila, a.k.a. the Queen of Weenies, also the owner of Queenie. I never know what to call you. So I guess give us a little background on you.
So my name is Kimberly. I am the owner of Queenie RGV.
And what is Queenie? I guess for those that don't know.
So Queenie is aka the Queen of Weenies. What we do is we created pretty much over the top hot dogs. Our slogan is we're savage, not average, because you can't find like your normal plain hot dog with us.
Yeah, for real. They are like so good, guys. I went to your like baby opening. I don't know if you remember that.
It's a soft opening at my mom's house. Or
Yeah,
my mom
I call it a baby
house.
opening. It's soft. I know, but it was like at her mom's house. Like it was just like at some house, and I was just like, I didn't know her, so I was just like, I'm gonna just go to this house. Like,
We
okay.
did it at in the driveway of my parents' house.
Yeah, and I remember being like, am I at the right place? Because I know her younger sister, so I only knew her through social media. So when I went, I was just like, and then I was like, where am I going? Like, so I couldn't text her, and she wasn't replying, so I was just like,
It actually was pretty busy. I was expecting like 5 people. No, it turned into like a sold out soft opening.
Really? Because I think everybody got really excited because this is what I was telling you earlier. People know you. You've always been like well known as far because you were very like she's a fashionista, guys. Like she kills it in her fashion.
I try.
Yeah, and so that's how I first started following you. Because you were just posting photos and you always had like very stylish outfits, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I saw that you were starting off this project, and I didn't really know. And then when you finally announced it, I was just like, oh my God, like I have to go. So when you announced it, I was like, it's in Westico. I was like, it's down the street.
Dude, I was so nervous to create the page, like the Instagram and the Facebook.
Why?
Because we didn't really have anything concrete done. We had just bought the first little trailer. I don't know if some of y'all remember the really tiny small trailer. We had just bought it.
I remember that.
Paint job. We didn't even have money to fund it. We were still in the process of creating the recipes.
So obviously we're gonna go more into detail, but I want to know like what sparked the idea and how did this come about?
Well, the idea started mainly, we got really highly influenced because we were living in LA at the time. Mm-hmm. And so street food and like food carts are really, really popular in Los Angeles, specifically like Hollywood area. And so I kind of was like, I got really like shook with seeing some of these ladies that had little like carts, like pushing them, and they'd be parked outside of clubs and bars. And they were just like slanging hot dogs like super fast, and just there was a line like outside curved around the club, and they were just waiting at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
But you don't stay open that long.
No, we don't.
You're like, hell no, I'm at the club.
It's real wild at that time. Like there's a cutoff like time also, because I mean, you know, like you just never know what can happen security wise. I'm not trying to get robbed either. Like,
yeah.
You know.
I also want to know, what's it like? Okay, because you're open 6 days a week?
We are open 6 days a week. Yeah.
Wednesdays are your day off?
Wednesdays.
Wasted Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you're how do you even like, do you have like a personal life? Sorry, like that's like my biggest question, because like sometimes I'm like, how do I even I barely even have time to do stuff, and you're always working in the evenings. Like how do you make time for like special occasions and stuff?
It's really, really hard actually. We've for this whole year, Brian and I, my fiance / co-owner, he
earlier she was like, my boyfriend. She's like, fuck that, not that guy.
But yeah, we try as much as we can. If you're not letting us know to attend like an event like a month or 2 in advance, it's really hard for us to change things, because for the most part it's just us two.
Oh, you can see my little panza, guys. Sorry, for those of you that are not watching the stream, you can see my panza.
But yeah, and
so was this your like idea? Was this your dream, or is this Brian's too? And he was like, or he's just like, yeah, let's fucking do it. I'll do whatever you want.
More like he's been supportive since day one. I was the one that kind of got obsessed with the idea of doing it, and it did grow a lot bigger than we
anticipated
it would. Yeah,
really.
Like, we just weren't. It was just something to like, you know, it was gonna be fun. We were gonna be our own bosses, and we were just gonna make money. You know,
Yeah.
we wanted to make money, and then it became to where now, like, I mean, I would have never guessed. I would like my love would be hot dogs.
Yeah.
Selling
And then I'm sure
sausages.
people like think like, oh, hot dogs, and they're like, fucking hot dogs. But guys, these fucking hot dogs
Yes.
amazing. So I guess I'm gonna go into more of the questions already. Like, fuck it. Like, we're already talking about it. We just like not stop the momentum. So I had a few people ask, okay, her name's Lauren. Lauren asked, what recipes didn't make the cut? What idea did you have and it just didn't work out?
We had a spaghetti and meatball one.
Oh my God, that's like perfect. Like when you're like, hi. Not that I know, but I heard.
One of our photos on Instagram, and they were like, "Damn, y'all are on a stoner level." I'm like, what?
But I've said that which one was the first one that you come out with? The hot Cheeto one?
The hot Cheeto and cheese.
That is like fucking hangover food. Like,
It's so delicious.
I
That
hate
was
it.
the very first one we did.
yeah, and I got that one the first time, and I remember just thinking like, when I'm hungover, this is what I want. And every time I'm hungover, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking get out of this bed, like, God. And then I'm like there, and then when I finally decide I'm gonna do it, and I realize you're in Westaco, it's like the time you're cutting off, and I'm like, oh fuck, okay. I was like, gotta like get some cold ass weenie in my house, like. Okay, and then so the spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs. We did it several times. It was pretty popular when we did it, but it just, I don't know, just wasn't. It just didn't become one of the ones that people asked for every day. They would come when we would promote it, but
It wasn't like
didn't really,
I want that one.
Yeah, they don't ask for it every day. The first ones we started off with was the hot Cheeto and cheese dog.
Super good. Recommend.
Yes, so good. And that recipe has changed since the very, very first day
Really?
we did it. Because we did want to get away from like the whole snack realm. Like, we're not really a snack like
Vendor, yeah.
yeah. I mean, you come and
It's like gourmet hot dogs.
yeah, it's like we do stack them up. So I mean, some people are like, the fuck, $6 for a hot dog, but it's like, well, no, it's not really a hot dog. It's like
It's
sausage
literally,
and bacon
it's hot
and,
Cheetos
like,
with cheese and then a weenie.
you got like each one has like 3-4 toppings on top.
Yeah. And I think all of them come with a pickle. They all have bacon.
Yeah.
Be real, like, can I work? Can I?
Smoked sausage.
This is like my life.
We don't use like the normal weenies. We use like barbecue like sausage, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's also it's something.
This
that
is like my live interview. I'm like, I heard you like have bacon on everything. Okay, and then also, what's like the hardest thing that you've had to like learn? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you've had replicas or people trying to like copycats. How has that been? And how do you even like go at it? Like, how do you even defend yourself? You know what I mean?
At first, I know I would kind of get a little annoyed, to be honest, just because I think like hot dogs, you wouldn't really like see them too much everywhere. Like the plain hot dogs, obviously, you know, like normal hot dogs. It's not like brand new to people.
Yeah.
But I think like I started seeing it more and more, and like I started getting screenshots from other like customers, and they would say like, oh, people are stealing your captions, and people are like, you know, trying to do the same recipes and stuff like that. And I mean, at the end, at first it would bother me, but now it doesn't. It's like whatever, you know. At the same time, it's like, all right, well, come taste like the difference.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think you're always gonna have that. You're always gonna have copycats, you know. But there's something that me and Seams were talking about last week, and I've said it before. There's enough room for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're always gonna have your customers. There's people that are not gonna love you 100% all the time. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I mean, but I think you're doing amazing, and you're okay. So you were saying that you've done a lot of interviews and like things for papers, like because you didn't expect to be this big.
No.
And now you're like a celebrity.
No.
There's a celebrity in my house, guys. We're gonna save this chair.
No.
Oh my God. Sorry, I'm reading the comments too because everyone's like, worth $6, let's do this. And like at the end, the best taste is Queenie RGB.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah. So they are, guys. And I'm
gonna cry. For reals.
Really?
No, well, I mean, like
I might. Don't continue.
I might.
No, I'm sure because it's like your baby. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah.
Like, I know my little like content like lipstick and vodka and stuff doesn't compare, but even people like that support me or people that just like like tell me like you're doing great, like that makes me like, oh my god, because like at the end of the day it's you, it's your baby, it's something that you've put your heart and soul into it, and for people to like see that or people to appreciate it, like you're like, wow, like someone sees my efforts, you know.
And I think that's like the main thing that I always like I try to remind myself, or you know, Brian and I, we always like tell ourselves like, yeah, right now it may seem like we don't have a life, like a social life. We do have, I mean, we hang out with some people that are, you know, really close to us. They come over. But as far as like us going out like during the day or doing like, I mean, going out to bars or clubs and stuff, like we can't really do that as much anymore because we do work. Our busiest days are like the weekends at night, you know, like evenings.
So did you start like, did you just like leave a job and were like, I'm gonna like sell hot dogs? Like, is that what happened, or did you kind of have both jobs, like or like a normal adult job, like a normal job? You know what I mean? That's how I feel too. I'm like, who does that?
Actually, we did, because well, I mean, when Queenie opened up last July. I was a full-time student, so I wasn't working, and I'm super thankful that Brian was like super chill about it. That he was just supportive, like about him working full-time, you know, and having to kill himself so he could pay all of the bills while I focus on finishing school. Because to me, I was like, I started this, I have to finish it. And we had came back down from LA, and so I was like, dude, I need 1 year to finish. Like, I gotta do this. So I pushed it in a semester in the summer.
Oh shit.
And so when I graduated, I remember like sitting there and right before I was gonna go up to walk, and I'm like, okay, I'm not ready to go like to work for anybody, I guess you can say, you know. And so that's when we did the soft opening in July. And I told Brian, I said, dude, like, look at how good this went. This is just one day. Like, can you imagine how good it could be if we literally did this every single day? And he had a full-time job. So I was like, after we did it one day, and then a couple of days later we did it again, and it went super well. And I told him, you know, it is business. It may not be like this all the time, but we need to at least try. Like, we really need.
So has it been like that all the time?
No, there's
really?
no days. Yeah, like it's like in business, like.
Guys, I remember one time I waited like 4 hours for a hot dog, and it was like when they were just starting off, and like you know what it's like to. I guess like me as being a person who has, my parents own a business, you know, and as well as like now my sister owns a business, and you realize that things take time, you know, things don't come immediately. So I was like, fuck it, I'll wait 4 hours. It wasn't the idea of going in and ordering my hot dog, but I waited, and I was like, okay, it's worth it. And it's worth it. Like, I had an elote dog. That was so good.
Yeah, that one's also a really good one. Unfortunately, it didn't make it to like the normal menu, but also it's because it is so small. This is a 2-person ran business. Me and my fiance, like, I mean, we're not fully staffed. We don't even have like a huge commercial kitchen.
So like roughly how many hot dogs do you sell per day?
Like on average, because we're only open 4 hours, there is still like kind of like a max.
Because you have to, I was gonna say you probably have like an amount that you're like, this is it.
Yeah, an average is about 150 to 200 hot dogs.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
So yeah, it's like a lot. But I mean, we do, if it was up to us, like, that's why right now we're still focused. We're trying to grow, obviously. You know, we've already grown out of this trailer, which was when we first saw it. We were like, oh my god, this is.
And that's the one that has the wrap of like Queenie.
Yeah, that's the artwork and everything. But then we kind of think about how much we're growing out of this trailer, and we're like, how did we survive in the other trailer?
Yeah,
like, there was a quarter of it worked. So like half of the grill worked. Like, it was just wild. Yeah. But I mean, you know, you do it, and you have to apologize to the customers and be like, bitch, I'm sorry.
Took 4 hours, so sorry.
I'm sorry I'll have to wait so long.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
No, yeah, definitely. So, I mean, this wasn't the type of thing that I wanted, but like, what kind of like advice or tips would you give someone who is trying to start their own business? It might not be like, don't be a hot dog, guys. She already got it. But like,
I'll find you.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Honestly, like, it's not easy. It's not easy at all, but it will totally be worth it. And I know I read this quote from this girl that I'm obsessed with. I can't think of her name right now.
Karla?
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
No, but she's from Shark Tank, and she's this entrepreneur, like multi-million, like just girl boss. And she said that an entrepreneur is the only one that is willing to work 80 hours for themselves as opposed to 40 hours for somebody else. And yeah, sometimes like I kind of we get super like tired and exhausted because we're going on our like 16th day of work straight, you know.
Because sometimes you don't take Wednesdays off. Because sometimes you have like an event.
Sometimes we are booked, and I know like we never say no. So if there's like an event and we're available, we'll do it, you know. But I mean, you just have to just keep reminding yourself that you'll figure it out. Like at the end of the day, you will figure it out. When push comes to shove, like you find a way. And you're never going to know all the information that you need to know, because I know like I wanted everything to be perfect with just Queenie and the food truck, and we just at the end of the day I just decided like, hey, we just got to do this. Like we got to go straight forward, like just dive in and then figure it out as we go, because I've never worked in a restaurant. Like I was a hostess, I think, for like 2 weeks.
It's horrible.
I was a server for like a couple of days. Like, so I always thought like, dude, I don't know how this is going to work.
So my parents own a restaurant, and I have never, like when I first started working there, I was like, whatever, like I'll fucking help out. What's the big deal? You have to have so many skills, not even just working at a restaurant, but like now that like my parents own it and I was in there and I would have to present myself as like I'm the daughter's owner. It's so hard because you have to have customer service. Mm-hmm. You have to have a personality.
Yeah.
You know, you also have to understand your business better than everyone else in that business, because like you are the accountant, you are the server, you are the cook and all of this stuff. And you have to know that one of the things my dad always told me is, for you to be the owner, you have to know every single position.
Oh, dude, yes, that's exactly it. Like that was my main thing is I'm the janitor. Like me and Brian, we clean, we scrub floors. We'll get on our knees and scrub all the oil, or like, you know, the walls, like the AC, like. We literally are the janitors. We're the marketers. Like, I do all the social media. I create like my own flyers, even though they're not that good, and I need to hire probably a graphic designer to do that. But I mean, you know, you take the orders, you run them. Also, like you have to wear the food.
You have to wear every single hat for you to be able to own a business, because what happens when that one person is not there for you? Exactly. You know, you're gonna be like, fuck, I gotta close up. No, you're gonna get your hands dirty and do it.
The show literally must go on.
Exactly. And that's what my dad taught me. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm never going to hire someone until I've done the work myself.
Dude, exactly. And I think that's like the most important thing is, how can you train somebody, I feel, or teach somebody to be really good at what you're hiring them to do if you yourself don't know how to do it? You know what I mean? If you as an owner are not willing to scrub your own floors, or think you're too good for that, you know, or like think like, oh, I'm too good for the cleaning part, or I'm too good for like the talking to customers, then I'm sorry, but it's going to be really hard for your business to just like shoot up.
After I worked at that my dad's restaurant, I was just like, I had so much more appreciation for the business, and then like what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Like entrepreneur is not being like, oh, I'm a blogger and I'm done. Like, no, like you have to know so many skills under that.
Dude, yeah. Now when we go to restaurants or like food trucks, I'm just like, not that I was rude before, but it's a different kind of understanding now. Like when people take my orders and you know,
because like you have to understand, it's not the waiter's fault.
Yeah,
it's not the cook's fault, because like how many cooks do they have? You know, what if someone else is supposed to be cooking one part of your meal and the other person has the other part? Like, and when are they supposed to come to? Like, it's a big circle. Like, and it's not just one person's fault.
Yeah,
and it's like it's a big machine. And yeah, I appreciate the whole like the food industry a lot better.
Me too.
All right.
Me too.
We had like a whole rant. Okay. But guys, if you have more questions for Kim, go ahead and put them in the comments. We'll read them at the end of the show and we'll answer them here before we wrap up. So today we are drinking, or kind of drinking, is this margarita mix from Jose Cuervo. It is, here you go. I'm probably going to go get the bottle back because I think we're running out. But is the mango margarita? I really like it. What do you think?
Super good. For it to kind of be like already like pre-made, you can tell that it's like, it's gonna get the job done.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a good, it's good.
Yeah, so I told her, I was like, do you want an extra shot of tequila? She's like, no. Like, I think I'm good. And I was like, okay. So this is our second cup.
That makes me wild.
Does it really?
Like aggressive, like... Not aggressive,
I'm like,
not aggressive.
Help me.
Like, oh, I'm gonna punch you.
Like you just get like,
I get like feisty.
Yeah.
Like, and naturally, I think I'm kind of like aggressive and loud and like in your face. And then with tequila, like, wig. Like, dude, it's snatched.
Have you ever worn a wig out?
No, I want to.
I've worn a wig out once, and it was for the Bad Bunny concert, and I was just so like insecure. Yeah,
Live.
I was so insecure, but it's because like I just like I didn't know how to like fix my like what is it called, like my baby hairs and stuff, so I just felt like it didn't look natural.
Dude.
And but then after he started singing, I forgot. But it was
I hair whip a lot when I go out, so I'll be like breaking my neck and like literally.
I was
so
jumping and I was just like, I'm so glad I did button up the extra one, dude. It would have been out. Guys, I almost like just didn't have this button up and then my boobs are going to be out. Okay. So, oh my God, we've been talking and I forgot. We have La Buena y La Mala, the good and the bad of the week. Okay, so I'll start. You look so nervous. So, La Buena y La Mala. So basically, just tell us the good and the bad of the week. Where this came from is because I don't know if you ever heard La Buena y La Mala song from Banda. Do you listen to Banda?
I like banda. Like if I'm like at a club and they start playing it, like dude, I'll get down, but I'm not gonna go.
Oh, you get down. I'm like this the whole time, like with like my hand, just like living. I'm that person. Okay, so my buena is guys. I know I told you guys a few weeks ago that I quit my job like as a normal job to kind of like really chase my dream, which is like marketing and social media, and that's what I love and that's what I studied public relations. So this week I finally like focused down, like I like kind of like grabbed like life by the horns and just like
get it, girl.
I finally got myself to a good number of clients that I'm really excited about. So like yeah, and I'm like woo woo woo.
Yes, queen.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, like, you know what? Like, my sacrifices, because, like, now I wake up at 8 and then I go to sleep at 3 in the morning. Like, those sacrifices are so worth it because I'm going strong.
And that's the best thing is that you actually finally quit your job because I think, like, once you put yourself in the situation where there's no
it's like
room
fight
to
or
fail,
flight.
Yeah. For sure, dude. If you don't really just like put yourself in that situation where it's like, fuck, like I gotta make this happen. I have to find a way. Then you're never gonna do it. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I'm so excited.
That's
like,
awesome.
And to have so many people believe in me, you know what I mean? That like says a lot.
That's always super good to have the support there because I mean sometimes we feel weak. You know, and you get tired, and then to have that support and like it gives you that.
Yeah, so that was like my good of the week. Like I was so excited, and I just like really couldn't I couldn't grasp that. I was like, oh my God, this is like happening, you know?
Yeah.
Oh woo!
Dude,
So
I'm so happy for you. That's
thanks.
awesome.
Thanks, babe. Cute, like a boss just telling me like. Okay, so La Mala, guys. Rocky has this little cyst. He has a little cyst. Have you seen it? No, we haven't seen my dog. I take him away because he's gonna start barking during the show. But Rocky has like a little cyst in his eye. And the doctor didn't have like a solution because this is like the second week that we tried to like fix it. And she's like, if next week, which is this week, she's like, if you can't, like, if it hasn't gone down, we're probably gonna have to send him like to San Antonio to an ophthalmologist to make sure like it's not a tumor. And I'm like, oh my God. So like, that's the bad thing. It's getting like, it's getting smaller. So fingers crossed, but we have an appointment tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know next Wednesday.
Dang.
Okay. So you're buena y la mala.
Oh, shoot, dude.
It can be La Mala first. Doesn't matter.
I don't even know. Today's just been so wild for me that I need to like step back and think. What's the...
I'm like so hot, guys. Like I am ardiendo.
Is it tequila?
It's the tequila. It's the fact that I've been running around. It's Rocky's birthday. I've been like, I've been that mom. So yeah. Do you want me you're gonna keep thinking?
Yeah, I need to keep thinking. I really like, I guess because I was put on the spot, I'm like, dang.
And that's a So I try to prepare my guests before everything, but I was so excited for like this margarita that I completely forgot to tell her about La Buena y La Mala. Sorry, guys. So if you want, we can do it at the end of the.
Yeah, I'll just, if it comes to me, like, I'll just tell you.
Scream it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just start it.
Okay, so guys, as you all know, today's episode is brought to you by Sunrise Restaurant. Sunrise opened its doors 45 years ago in Westaco. It is known for delicious Mexican food and their lemonade, guys, handmade every single day. Done. I know because I've done it. Yeah, so stop by Sunrise, located on 301 North Texas Boulevard So enjoy some delicious, authentic Mexican food. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And Fridays and Saturdays, guys, 7 a.m. to 1
there or
a.m.
be square.
Exactly. Okay, you guys missed out on some hot dogs. Come by.
It's a Westaco gem. Like, it's like
thanks,
part of
Steph.
history, I feel. Like,
Thanks.
that's actually where my grandparents met.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us. Now I need to know the story.
My grandparents met there. I remember, well, I mean, I wasn't there. I don't remember, but my grandma told me the story that because my grandpa like was in law enforcement and they always like would go eat there and stuff, and my grandma was a waitress and he would request like for her to serve him and stuff, and then
Your grandma was a waitress?
yeah,
We got to talk about this after. I'm like, Mom, did you know her?
I'm gonna get a call from my grandma like, why are you saying that?
No, what's it called? My hi Mom. My mom's actually watching right now.
My mom probably is too. Hi, Mom. She's so funny. She like doesn't have social media, but she sees everything I post. Like,
Oh my God, I have a sister like that. Like she doesn't have any kind of like social media, and then like I'll see her 2 weeks later. So I saw your show. I'm like, how? What? She's like, I got my ways. Like, okay.
they're wild.
But my parents also met sort of through the restaurant. My dad, it was my grandma's, so it was my dad's mom's first. So he was like helping my grandma out, and then my mom was working somewhere, and then they just met, and then here we are.
Fucking cute.
Yeah, so it's
Love.
like Sunrise brings like families together.
Dude, yeah.
So that's our sponsor for today and for everything, because my dad really supports this show.
Really?
Yeah, my dad
That
like
is amazing.
yeah, my dad really like is like whatever you want, like you need you like he believes in my dreams, and he helped my sister with her store too. Like he really believes in all of our dreams and stuff. This is just like a really sad just like a really happy moment for us.
Dude, yes. I like to thank my mom and
Yeah.
dad also. Dude,
Yeah.
no, like literally for sure, 100%. Like it's so amazing when you do have supportive parents. Like, cause I remember like so what I was saying earlier was how I literally told Brian, you need to quit your job tomorrow. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, we have the rent due in 2 weeks, like all of our bills. And I'm like, that's why we gotta go. We gotta open tomorrow, but you work tomorrow. So, and he was like, oh my God, he was shook. He didn't know what to do. And then
And he quit.
He quit. Not that day, but 2 days later, he ended up quitting. And that night he proposed to me also.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
So you want me to marry someone with no job?
Who's gonna pay my bills in 2 weeks?
No, but yeah. And so we ended up opening, and I remember he was like, well, call your mom first. I need to know what your mom thinks. Like, let me.
She was like, how is he gonna pay your bills?
what's her advice? And my mom was like, do it. Do it. That's the only way you're gonna know if Queenie's gonna work is if you actually do it. So I was like, girl. And so, yeah.
Oh my God. I remember when I told my parents I quit, my dad was like, all right. Like just very like frozen, like, okay. Mm-hmm. Like if that's what you want. And my mom was like, what? And I was like, do you think I'm crazy? I think you're crazy, but you could do it. I'm like, all right. Like if my parents believe in me, I believe in me.
There you go.
Yep. Shout out to our parents.
Shout out to mom and dad.
We haven't even started on the cheese, guys.
We're getting there, y'all.
Yeah, we're going. All right, guys. So first up, we always like to start off with our music segment. So y'all know how much I love Becky G. Apparently Kim's a big
I
fan.
love her. She's so fucking gorgeous.
Beautiful. Okay, this
I
is
like
just
her music,
This is
too.
some random question because I had asked Lauren like maybe a month and a half ago. Karla G, do you know who Karla G is?
No.
You don't know what Karla G is? I mean, okay, Karla G, never mind. I can't even ask you this question because you don't know who she is.
What does she look like?
Let me
Or
pull her
who
up.
is she with? Does she make songs with her?
She makes songs with Anuel. Do you know who Anuel is?
I've heard
get out of my
songs.
face. Okay,
Dude,
so
remember, I don't have a life. I drive in silence, trying to get my thoughts together.
so this is Karla G. If you guys don't know her, I won't show you a picture of her. No, not that one. That's not a good one.
Oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
She is super pretty.
Damn.
Karla G or Becky G?
Becky G. Why? Because I feel like she looks like my little sister.
What?
She reminds me of my sister.
Really?
Yeah, like her like little face. Like I don't know. Like there's features. that she,
Ashley?
like- yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. She like.
I don't know. It's because when I think of Ashley, hi Ashley. When I think of her,
watching.
she is. I see her comments, but every time like I think of Ashley, I just think of her little freckles. I'm like, so cute.
Dude, my sister and my brother. Well, I have a lot of freckles too, but I'm really.
Oh, I know. Well, I know your brother from afar, but we went to school together.
We all have a lot of freckles, but I don't know. She just reminded me of her when I saw her. Like when I first saw a video of her, and I was like.
Really?
Yeah.
You know who reminds me of my sister? The one from the makeup studio by Trinidad? Hillary Duff. I know that's like super random. Since I was young, I'm like, you look like Hillary Duff.
Live for Hillary Duff.
I think she looks like Hillary Duff. She's never believed me, but I in my heart, I think they're related. Dad?
Dude, I actually saw her once in Hollywood. I
was like, Marie.
No, Hillary Duff. I fucking almost died. Like
really?
And that's because I had seen several celebrities there where I worked, but I don't know. Like I guess you've seen Lizzie McGuire in the flesh. Like
fucking like.
I was
shocked. So my sister, when we went to New York, she got stopped because they thought she was Demi Lovato. Because she had black hair, and it was like Demi Lovato was like on the rise, and we were like in New York, and they were like, "Oh my God, are you Demi Lovato?" And she was like, "No." He's like, "Well, can we still take a picture with you?"
I can be.
Yeah, they asked me if they could take a picture with her.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So it was super fun. But okay, so Becky G, we just said her name.
Back to Becky G.
So Becky G came out with a new video / song called Secrets, and I showed Kim before, so that way we can kind of look at it, kind of analyze. I love the video. It's super spooky.
Dude, yeah.
It
gave me chills.
It's fucking crazy. Like completely like 180 from what she does. Like completely like what? It's like she's like running away from like a murderer.
Yeah, and it was like it had very like exorcism vibes,
like The Ring, exorcism.
Like this bitch like walking backwards, like.
And then she turned into like a monster.
Wild.
It's called Secrets. What did you think of the whole video in general?
So it gave me the chills for one.
Judy's like, y'all need some refills. I am. I'm gonna go grab some. Tell them your idea behind the video. I'm gonna go grab you some.
I don't know, cause like the whole Secrets thing is like she found. I feel that she found out like some shady shit that her boo was doing, or like she caught him in a lie. And the whole like crazy like spooky exorcism part of her, I think that in the video. I don't know. I just feel like maybe that secret she found out kind of pushed her to the limit of like where she felt like she went crazy. Like,
did you see the end where she was on he was killing her or he killed her? So at the end, plot twist. I mean, not plot twist. Like spoiler alert. Here you can go. She's like at the end. Explaining a conspiracy theory. Kim sounds like she's explaining. So at the very end, she's on like the board, like where he's like cutting, and he was killing her. So she was just seeing him kill her. Does that make sense?
She was just
maybe this is a metaphor for like cheating, or there's all these like things coming out of the closet. You know, all of these secrets coming out, and she's finding them. She's finding them out on her own, and she's trying to get away from them, trying not to believe them, you know. But at the end, she's seeing him do this, and now
she snaps,
and she's like dying inside. I think that, and that's what happened.
And
yeah, like I think that's what it is. So I think it's spooky for the fact that like Halloween's coming around, and I'm excited because a lot of our stories have to deal with like spooky stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like our like TV shows and stuff are like.
I feel like I'm a medium. I don't know.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
I was like a medium what? Like sure. Like,
I have a medium shirt too, but
I was like, oh, remember those days?
Dude, it's so funny.
Ashley's like, what are y'all drinking? And someone's like, aren't you listening, Ashley? It's Jose Cuervo. So, okay, so Secrets, if you got... please sponsor us, Jose Cuervo. Me, Jose Cuervo. And you're like...
Margaritas. Dude, the only place I ever literally do margaritas is when I go to Mexico.
Really? I think I do... Sorry, I'm moving. What's that?
I don't know. I got it from the bottle. I think it's like a sprinkle.
Oh, I think it's like a chocolate chip from the from my dog's cupcake. Don't eat it because it might have been on the floor. No, I was kidding.
I have like a 30-minute rule.
30 minutes. Like if it falls, it's done for. Like
No,
nah,
not me.
done,
Not I.
done. Well, like in public places, you know.
Not I. Just kidding.
No, you're not.
I know.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
I'm like, I don't know.
She's like eating a hot dog that fell first. She's like, oh my god, we didn't even sell that one.
There's space here. No, but like in our home, Brian will be like, he checks expiration dates for everything, and I'm like,
Didn't you just?
Yeah,
You just shared it. Yeah.
Like to me, I don't think expiration dates like exist. I feel like. I don't know, like, and I remember, like, whenever we thought milk was, like, spoiled in my house growing up, my dad would be like, Avila, let me try it, and he just, like, my mom was like, God, that's been there for months, or whatever.
No,
like,
dude, my parents would be like, let me see, and they'd taste it and be like, no, it's fine, and I'd be like, it fucking smells rotten.
You
Like,
don't even need to taste it, you just need to smell it, dude, yeah.
and they're like, it's fine. They're like, like do that whole like mouth thing.
That's me. I'm like eating like month-old yogurt or 2-month-old yogurt. Like
I have almond milk that I've had maybe for like a few months. It's about to expire next week, so it's going strong.
Yeah.
Like this
It's
week, I'm like
crunch time now.
shake, making a shake every day now.
that's so funny.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Okay, next story. Guys, we're really on story number 2. Camila Cabello came out. I'm going to be talking about music every single day. So Camila Cabello came out with a song and music video for Liar. So I'm not a big Camila Cabello fan.
I like 2 of her real big popular songs. The Havana and the one that she came out with.
Señorita with Shawn Mendes.
Dude, I live.
It's okay. It just has too much hype around it.
I love it.
I just feel like when things have too much hype, I get really like unenthusiastic about them because it's just like, you guys shut the fuck up, like calm down. It's not that great.
There's a lot of people that I've heard like talk shit about Queenie because there's too much hype around it. Like,
Yeah.
so that's why
I'm like, it wasn't me, girl. I was like, I swear, all caught, and I was kidding. It was.
These are making sense now.
No, it's
Just
not.
kidding. But no, yeah, I get you though. I get you. That's how I am, or that's how I was and still am with Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Like,
Oh,
I'm
never
like-
seen it. I've never seen it because people made such a big deal, and I'm like, it has to suck. For all of these people to come together, it has to suck.
That's me. I'm like, I gave it a chance, but
I didn't even give it a chance. And plus, it's not like my type of like show I would even watch. So like, why am I
I'm
gonna
not really
waste my
into
time because everyone told me to do? You know what I mean? I'm not a follower.
hey.
Yeah, but this song, this freaking video was awkward. I thought this video was weird.
It was super weird. It was not only, I feel like, not visually like,
Appealing
like on her angles. I almost feel like it wasn't really complimentary.
I think she just needs to stick to music first off because like she was trying to like act in this video. She's not an actress apparently.
Yeah, it's kind of like she's trying to tell a story and she's like, yeah, like acting here.
It's not great, and I get it. You're not an actress, and keep it that way. So, bro, like
Well,
that.
Camila, if you're listening,
Come for Karla, not me. You're like, don't. I didn't say those things. You're like, I'm just a witness.
I know, I'm just here drinking tequila.
I just came
No,
for the
just kidding,
drink.
but yeah, dude, it's true. Like,
And plus the music video. I mean, I like music videos. I'm sure people have stopped watching them ever since like TRL like ended.
yeah, or
But-
MTV.
Yeah, definitely.
Or do you
MTV, like
remember-
the actual like MTV.
You
You know?
remember like Nocturnal Nights?
No. Are you?
How old are you? I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, dude.
You're not that much older than me.
I'm 29, 28.
Oh, I'm 24.
Oh, well, that.
Yeah, I just probably.
Actually, my sister wouldn't even know what Nocturnal Nights is either.
but your sister's younger than me.
Yeah, that's why.
It's like
It is like an older thing. So any of y'all out there that remember,
las viejitas donde andan.
please back me up.
I was like, huh? No, I don't know what that is. What is it?
It just used to be like MTV After Hours, and they used to do like music
Oh,
videos
was it?
and, like,
Oh wait, no, that was fucking Nickelodeon. I was like, is it when those like when they would like jump up? But they would jump up in the music in the. Yes, because music videos would come up and there would be like random people coming up or. No? I think I remember because I would wake up like at 5 a.m.
Whoa.
for school.
Oh shit.
I was that person that would be like, up with my mom. Here I
Oh,
go.
that's fucking cute. Let me make breakfast.
Midnight Magic. It's not Midnight Magic. I know what Midnight Magic is.
Midnight Magic. He's on the radio, isn't it? Like that's like baby making music.
I remember Midnight Magic.
Chrissy.
Do you remember Midnight Magic? I think Midnight Magic was like a RGV thing because it's like in the valley, no?
Oh yeah, like.
But it's like a yeah, it's a,
104. Wild 104. I meant.
her age is I know. I used to say B104, but then I met Lauren and she was like wild.
It's Wild 104, guys.
Yeah, sorry. So but I used to love watching and listening to Midnight Magic. I would like sleep with the radio on, just like.
You know what when they would call. And they'd like send like love letters.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't. I always wanted somebody to do that for me. I'd like be going to bed and it'd be like, but that was like, I think that was like nationwide.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I think like after a certain time, or at least I know like on the weekends they have like with like syndicated stations, like yeah. So, all right, we're like still. I don't know how we get off topic.
I don't know.
Okay, guys. So next story, Kevin Hart. I don't know if you guys know, Kevin Hart had a sex tape.
Oh. No, I didn't.
Oh, really? Me either until I read this story. So his partner in the sex tape is suing him for $60 million. Yeah.
Did she know the video was out or what?
So what she's claiming, okay, let me read you the excerpt. It says, her name's Mantia Sabag. I might be butchering that, but whatever. Claims in a new lawsuit obtained by TMZ, her 2017 encounter with Hart in a Vegas hotel room was planned by Hart and JT Jackson, his friend who later was arrested for extortion. She says Hart was motivated by publicity, the need to get more, especially with an upcoming comedy tour, and that's why he and JT allegedly hid the camera.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's what she's claiming. She's suing for $60 million, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Dude, I've heard like Kevin Hart's kind of shady. I mean, I used to love him. Like, dude, he makes me laugh my tits off, but I've heard
he's funny. I think he's like the only comedian I can honestly say like I would watch a stand-up show of him.
No, I like several different comedians.
Really?
Yeah.
I can like other comedians are just like, eh.
He's funny. I don't know what it is, but I've heard like some shady things. Like, I mean, so what's his response? Like what?
So he hasn't responded as of when I saw this story. I didn't see anything. I know that like his
that's fucked up, dude.
I know that his like managers and stuff have said that he wasn't involved, that JT also has tried to extort him for money and all of this stuff.
Shit.
That he put it in there. So right now the blame is completely towards JT Jackson.
Who's he? What does he do?
His friend. That's all I know.
Shady.
Yeah, but I feel like this is kind of a way out because he's already been arrested for extortion.
Oh my God.
So, you know what I mean? So Kevin Hart's like, it was that guy. Like, not it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like confused. Like, I'm like, dude, you just got out of an accident.
Wild.
Now you're being sued. He just got like in a fucking accident, dude.
Yeah,
what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, how's his stress levels? Like, what the heck is going on?
That's actually super fucked up. I don't even know. That's crazy. Because if the cameras were hidden, can you imagine?
Do you think you could even like, I mean, sometimes like people are going to be like, how could you have not known? But it's like,
there's
like,
a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You could not have known because you don't go into a room
and like, let me look everywhere. Exactly.
I mean, yeah, like.
So, I mean, yeah. So I completely, if it wasn't planned and he didn't do it on purpose, then I understand. But at the same time, like, you have to have known at least. It's your friend.
Dude.
I don't think your friend, like, if you're that good of a friend, they're not going to do that. You know what I mean?
So the sex tape leaked or what?
That part I didn't get too, like, I didn't get like a clear anything. Like, I didn't see what was going on with that.
Well, if she's suing, she saw something. I feel like if she's trying to sue, that means that.
I wonder if it got leaked or if it was like put out and then now she's like maybe not getting the money she wanted and now she's deciding like,
oh damn.
Ooh, imagine that. Like, what if she's just like,
she's all, I was trying to get on Kim Kardashian's level or Paris Hilton's level with their sex tapes, and she's all, this didn't work out.
yeah, like, I need my money. Would you take one for the team, like for your family to be a next Kardashian? Like if the money was there and they were like, we can give you these deals if you get a sex tape out. Would you do it?
Shit. Dude, I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people hate on the Kardashians, but I feel like I like to defend them. Not only because I'm fucking I like to be devil's advocate, like to speak for somebody that's not there if I see them getting talked shit of. I mean, yeah, I know it's a Kardashian, but the way I feel is like, dude, a lot of celebrities have done sex tapes.
Yeah.
And how many of them were able to like turn around from that and like build an empire? I don't know.
Ashley,
I'm just not a hater.
your sister, do it. She's like, if Karla's offering, do it. My tia, she's like, I feel sorry for you in the morning because our drinks.
Are they bad? I don't know. This is the first time I taste
No, I
them.
mean, so far so good. I don't even think I'm drunk. How do you feel?
I'm not drunk.
I'm not
I'm
drunk.
not drunk. No. They're good. Maybe it's just one of those that like creeps up on you.
Yeah, I know. Gets another shot of tequila in there. All right, so moving on. Lizzo. I feel like Lizzo's like a goddess at the moment.
She's a baddie.
Right now, she's getting a lot of shit for tweeting at Postmates and calling out her Postmates like delivery person. She tweeted, "Hey, Postmates, this girl Tiffany W stole my food. She's lucky I don't fight no more." So it also included a screenshot of the app and a picture of the delivery person.
Oh shit.
So people are telling her like, how are you gonna call someone out? You have so much money, like, you know what it's like.
And ruin somebody's life.
Yeah, and like, why couldn't you have done this like public? Like, why did you have to do this publicly and all that stuff? And I'm just like, like, dude, like, I mean, she's a person. I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. She's a person.
She fucking paid for that food, whether it's fucking $8 and she has all this money. Who gives a shit? Like,
And I feel like, dude, I think like if somebody did something wrong and you know it, like, bitch, you call them out. You put them on blast. Like, I'm not one of those persons that thinks like, oh, well, you need to be the bigger person, or you need to like,
you fucking go low.
for real. But because I feel like, dude, if somebody did something willingly wrong to me, like, and actually tried to do something wrong and try to hurt me, then I feel like right now a lot of people are, like, do what they do because they know, like, the mentality is kind of like, well, let's not stoop down to their level. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's why people need to be held accountable. Like, you need to call them out.
I feel like at certain things I'd be petty for.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Certain things like they go high, they go low, we go low.
Yeah.
Like, no. Yeah, so
But
there's
that's
certain.
kind of crazy.
I mean, like, how do you feel about the situation? Like, she's obviously very popular, you know,
like a powerful, like,
voice. Okay, so like
right now.
something similar maybe about a year ago happened to my husband, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny got a lot of shit because he started painting his nails and stuff. I don't know if you saw that. So he went to Spain and he went to go get his nails done at a place and they refused service because he's a man. So he tweeted and was like, this place, he like sent a picture of their name and the location.
I feel like that's different though.
How so?
Because like,
let's
that's
fight.
super-
I just don't
I
know.
feel like that's different. Like, he should have done that. Like,
Oh, really? I think they're just the same.
I mean, think like this is someone refusing service to you because of gender roles that they believe in. Mm-hmm. And then this whole Lizzo thing, I feel like that's a little different because that's almost like at a very low petty level, like where it's like significance on a 1 to 10. That's kind of like, all right, fuck it. They stole my food. It sucks, but
I can get food again.
yeah, but I can get food again. And my person, like my character wasn't damaged. I feel, or like you didn't try to. I don't know, like.
You didn't like ruin me as a person. Like you didn't hurt me.
Yeah,
like in like a okay. I get what you're saying.
I don't know. Yeah. Like.
So you think Bad Bunny had more of a right to do this? Is that what's happening here?
I feel like it's more understandable. Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
if Lizzo, like if that happened, then call up Postmates. Like.
Why
tell
go?
them-
Yeah.
Like tell them. I mean, unless she did and they didn't listen or whatever, and she still like got charged and they didn't refund her, then I think like okay, whatever. Like just do whatever you feel. I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's a person too.
Yeah, and I just feel
She's
like
a person with a lot more money and fame, but she's
Yeah.
still a person.
yeah, and I feel like also at the same time, like, what was this person going through that she had to steal her food? Like, what the, like, what is going on? Like, you're on the job. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what if she just thought she wasn't on the job? What if she like turned off her app?
Oh shit.
So many questions we got
So
for
many.
what's her name? Tiffany W. Contact us. All right, guys. So also, okay. So the next thing is our movies and TV things. So I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Netflix shows and
Me too.
So, do you have any like special like movies or shows that you recommend right now?
Dude, I did, but I already finished them all.
But what do you recommend for everyone that hasn't watched them? Maybe.
So if I liked Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce.
Oh my God, I've seen that.
Fucking good.
Loved it. I watched it when I was going through like a breakup, and I was like, "Fuck these men."
Yes, it's so good.
You're with your fiance. Fuck
I
you
know, dude.
and your bullshit.
That's how I feel when Lizzo comes on and I'm like jamming out, or like Cardi B and she's talking about how men ain't shit. Like I'll be like looking at Brian and I'm like, you could have had a bad bitch. And then he's all, who are you talking? Like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? I'm all like engaged, committed, married with 2 dogs, everything like 2 in, and I'm over here like, you ain't shit. No, but I love him. But yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So
that was good.
like, we're like, wait,
So
that
one's good. We also were watching Sinner right now. We're on season 2.
Sinner.
It's so
I've
good.
never.
Jessica Biel was in the first one. She like produces it, and it's kind of like dark. I don't know. It's like dark magic. I don't know. It's like kind of. It's not dark magic. No. It's like just. It's just good. It's kind of like psychological. And it almost has some like dark like religious views too. Like you kind of like. It's just weird. And then we were watching The Good Place.
Oh, I've been watching that one. Like,
That one's so good.
I think I just finished the most recent episode that Netflix has. I don't know. I think it's like season 3 or something.
Yeah, it's already. Yeah, that's all it is though. It's already done.
It's done?
This season they have all of it on.
Oh, okay. Okay, but like that's it. Oh, I thought you meant like it just finished there. I was like, what?
No.
I was like, didn't they just like erase Chidi's mind? Like, what is going on?
Dude, it's so wild.
Okay.
The other one, I don't even know. I can't remember it.
So right now I'm watching, I'm still watching called the movie Slasher. So once like September hits, I just start getting ready for October. Like,
Dude,
October's like,
season
yeah,
right now.
October's like my birthday month. Like, yeah.
I love October.
Me too, especially because I was born. But what's it called? So I just get ready for Halloween and I get really excited. So I'm watching Slasher right now. So there's 3 seasons and apparently every single season is different. I'm sure they're all tied together. But at the first season was so good that I was just like, what the? Like,
Slasher.
the story's good. The acting could have been better. So Slasher is the first season that I watched. It's about the 7 deadly sins.
Ooh.
And there's this guy called the Executioner. He's going around killing people based off of the 7 deadly sins. And he's killing them based off of the consequences of what's supposed to happen to them in the Bible. So it is so crazy. Like, I was just like, oh my God. So like the main character that we're following is the daughter of a couple that dies like 20 years before because of their sins, and the girl was pregnant. They cut out the baby, and she's the baby, and they're following her. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So if you haven't watched Slasher, you need to.
I need to.
Second season right now. That's where I'm at. I'm like,
I can't do gore. If it's like super gory, like
it's not super gory, but like you'll see blood and you'll see like.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's super gory. Like, but every episode has some blood in it. Just every single episode does. Like you have to. They do let you see the killing. Like the actual killing. It's crazy. So there's that. That's the one that I recommend. That was the first season. Second season's okay, but we're just going to continue going. So yeah, that's what I'm watching. And then I watched Hustlers this week.
Oh my God, I saw it yesterday.
Okay, then I'm so glad you did, because now we can review. What did you think? What were your thoughts?
I have a really bad habit of spoiling shit with movies. Like,
Me too. I forgot.
it just
Guys,
came out.
yeah, guys, if you like don't want to be like, maybe just like be like.
It's good overall. Like, I honestly, I loved it. Like,
Okay,
there
let's
was
just talk
times-
overall. Like, let's not
Yeah.
go into detail.
No, overall, it was really, really, really good.
Really?
And I actually didn't know that it was based off a true story.
I didn't know that either until like earlier today. Like,
It's
I was
like
like,
a real thing that happened.
Cardi. Well, I mean, a few months ago, Cardi was being like, it was being brought up.
I think didn't she get arrested or something?
Recently? I don't know.
Yeah, because I think this happened a while back and there was like allegations and there was like an investigation, and then I heard that she was like arrested for it because they found like.
Well, I know they saw videos from her like 3 years ago where she was admitting to drugging men and stealing their money and stuff.
Oh, shit.
But that was like a 3-year-old video. So all I knew, or like all I really looked into, was that she did that and they were like accusing her of it. I didn't see anything where she was arrested, but maybe that I might have missed it. So, I don't know. I thought
I just realized I want to share this on my thing. On my wall, but I don't even know where my phone is.
What do you mean? It's right there.
Oh.
Okay, are you drunk at?
No, I just didn't remember.
Okay, so Hustlers. Okay, overall, I'm not even gonna try and like spoil it. Ashley's like, y'all are gonna slip up and spoil it. So I'm gonna just say it wasn't as good as it wasn't as good as I imagined. Like, honestly.
Come on.
She's just like
Post and share.
It wasn't as good as I imagined it to be.
I heard that. I've heard that from a couple of other people.
It wasn't horrible. Don't get me wrong.
It did feel kind of long, but I fucking loved it. There was like times when like me and my friend Christy were like getting chills and I'm all...
There was a little time where I was like, I'm gonna cry.
Dude.
I just want you guys to know that Cardi's a rapper, not an actress. That's it.
Yeah.
That's just like a big heads up. Just
it was also crazy because I'm like sitting there and I'm watching and I'm like, dude, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to see J-Lo as a stripper.
Fuck yeah. Okay, like I was like, J-Lo, beautiful, gorgeous.
So good.
And I was so excited for that, like that moment, because I had watched so many videos, so many behind the scenes of her practicing, of what it took, like all of those stuff, like all of that thing, like I saw it beforehand. So when that moment came, I was like, nobody talked to me.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
just like
she
watch.
She nailed it. And
she's
like,
gorgeous. Like,
perfect.
she's fucking beautiful. I was just like, I've never been more in love with J-Lo than now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like shook. So, if you guys have not watched Hustlers, I still recommend you do. Even though it's not as good as I imagined, it's not a bad movie.
It's definitely like a girls' night out movie. Like me and a bunch of my friends.
Dude, I had a bunch of men in my fucking thing. And they were being so like gross.
Ew.
And they were like, oh, I can't wait to see naked bitches. I was like,
What
shut the fuck up. Like,
no, pig.
Yeah. Like, it was disgusting. She's like, what is in this?
I know. No, dude. Like when we watched it yesterday and at the Fart Theater.
Okay.
It was literally...
I watched it in Westaco. Super lame.
Why? Westaco has like a...
They have really good chair now.
So crazy.
I know, but no one comes over here.
It's super good. No, dude, they should, because Westaco is so awesome.
And then it's never, like, it's rarely ever packed. It's kind of like Harlingen during, like, holiday season. Like, always go to Harlingen. I'm not gonna tell this people. No, always go to Harlingen whenever it's like Black Friday and stuff, because like you're gonna still get some of the similar stores and like there's no line.
There's no line. Makes sense.
Like, tips.
But we watched it and like the whole theater was filled with women and I loved it because we would like all laugh and we'd be like, yes, or like whatever, you know, it was so cool. It was like, it was
You
fun.
watched it yesterday on a Tuesday. So I watched it.
So it was packed. I think it was like literally sold out because we sat on the front row.
What time did you watch it at? 7.
8:45.
Okay, so I ended up watching it on Monday, like around 10, and it was dead. Like nobody. But the 7 o'clock showing was packed. That's why I watched the 10 showing. So if you guys are trying to get to like an empty theater, go later at night, like get the last showing.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, that's
on a weekday probably.
Yeah. Okay, last TV show. Today is the premiere of American Horror Story 1984 season.
Dude, I'm ready.
I'm excited. Like I said, spooky season is on its way. Yeah, it's already here.
No, it's here.
And I'm so excited because like I love American Horror Story.
I love it.
I get really excited every single year for the seasons, but I always end up like after. I want to watch it at the end.
I like to wait until all the shows are already out because I want to binge watch.
Me too. I hate fucking waiting. The only show that I will actually wait every single week for is The Bold Type. Have you ever seen that?
What's that?
The Bold Type. You need to watch it. It's like about these boss ass bitches. No, it's about these 3 women. It's these 3 women working for Scarlet, which is supposed to be Cosmo. It's based off of Cosmo, like environment, like Cosmopolitan, like the magazine, like its environment. It's 3 women and it's like their stories. One's a writer, one's a social media director, and the other one's like a fashion assistant. And they're like going through these different types of like, it's just following their lives. And it is so good. And I love it because I wanted to be a journalist. So it kind of just like reminds me of like back in the day.
Done.
Yeah. So I really recommend it because it kind of makes you feel like very powerful.
Where's
like,
it at? What channel or like what?
I don't even know what channel because I watch it on Hulu.
Oh, but it's on Hulu. I have Hulu. I'll watch it.
Me too. Thanks to my sister.
I love.
So on Hulu, you can watch it. Just look up The Bold Type. Amazing show. Love it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Always
I love
recommend
stuff
it.
That. It's kind of like I like Sex in the City stuff, like girl, like women oriented, like girl
Me
groups,
too. Did you ever watch
like-
Carrie Diaries?
I did. I was kind of sad that it didn't go on.
Me too. I thought it
Because-
was such a good show.
Me too. I thought it was good.
It was really good. Netflix, bring
the
it back.
girl playing it was kind of random, and she kind of like annoyed me
Who?
sometimes. The girl that would play Carrie,
Really?
she kind of like annoyed me sometimes. But overall, I think I watched all of it.
I loved the show, and I think Netflix needs to bring it back. Like they're investing in so much money into different types of things and different shows that like no one even like knew about. Like you need to bring the Carrie Diaries back.
Dude, for sure.
Like they invested in Mindhunter. Have you seen that
Oh
one?
my god, I love it.
I loved it too, and that was like 2 years old. Like they need to bring Carrie Diaries back. Like
We
please
just
do.
finished it actually this last season, so I'm shook. I'm waiting.
I know. I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I have to wait a year.
I hate that.
Sucks. I know. Okay, so the last portion of our show, we are gonna go into fuck, marry, kill. Okay.
What?
You're gonna have to pick between three. You have to pick one that's gonna fuck, marry, or kill. Okay. Don't worry. I heard you're engaged. So one of them is women, and the other one is object, like
Oh my God,
food. So you have to pick one that you'd be with forever, one that you'd want once in a while, and then one that you just never want again.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start off with food, because you're a big foodie, obviously. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Hot dogs, fries, or pizza?
Oh, what the fuck?
Dun, dun.
Kill fries.
Really? Okay. That's so crazy. Yeah.
Shit. Dude, I don't know.
It's
Because I'm a pizza girl. That's why we did the pizza dog. Because I'm like, you put the two of mine together.
you're like, I just like marrying like both of them.
Friends with benefits.
Open relationship.
Open relationship. Dude, I don't know. I guess like hot dog, obviously, I think it would have to be
Because you kind of have to. It's like your
Yeah.
income.
forever. And then pizza.
So I think I would marry pizza. I would fuck fries, and I would kill hot dogs. I'm so sorry. I mean, like, it didn't say a Queenie hot dog. It just said hot dogs.
That's true. That's
But
true.
hot dogs are like plain hot dogs, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like I rarely ever have them. Pizza, could eat it
Dude,
every
yeah.
single day. I've said this before. That's how I gained my freshman 15. Shout out to pizza. Like,
Shout out to pizza. You're listening.
like that was like, I love pizza. Doesn't matter what's on it.
Dude, that's me.
Doesn't matter from where. I will eat it. Love it. So I would marry it. Okay.
I would marry a pizza
Dog.
A pizza Queenie dog.
Yeah.
That's for sure, dude. I think I eat one every
Ooh.
single day that we work.
Pizza dog, elote dog, taco dog.
Oh, fuck.
These are all on her menu, guys. By the way. It's got to make it difficult, you know? Oh. Ashley said we need a refill.
Dude.
We're like, okay.
Pizza dog, number one, for sure.
So you'd marry that
I
one.
would marry the fuck out of a pizza dog.
I'm like trying to think.
I'm like not that big. Like I love elote. I love it. And now she's probably gonna die, but I probably would like.
did Ashley
I
make
could live without it, dude. She lives for elote. She's like one of the main reasons why we created the elote dog. Because every time she comes home from Houston or whatever, my sister will always ask for my dad. She's like, "Papi, can you make me some elote?" And he'd go and he'd like do the whole boiling of the corn.
That's
do
okay.
Mayonnaise. And
You have
chile.
a hot dog with like pasta on it, no? Or
The
some
chicken Alfredo dog.
Marie, my sister, is obsessed with chicken Alfredo. Obsessed. Like
Dude, it's so good because it's not even like a normal like chicken Alfredo. Like we top it with like black truffle, so it's got like a really like just super delicious.
no, me and my
flavor.
sister could literally like we could fucking like end up at a rest stop, and if they have chicken Alfredo, my sister's like, I'm gonna have that. I'm like, it's like probably 3 days old. Like, don't do it. And she's like, I want it. Like, I give it to you. Like, here you go.
Literally.
It's because it's like off camera. You know what I mean? Oh my God, my sister's like, make me one now. She loves chicken Alfredo, so I totally understand the elote
Dude,
thing.
it's super, super, super delicious. Like, I'm not just saying that. I mean, it's kind of hard, like, to be like, I swear, because I mean.
So I mean, I've only had 2 types of hot dogs from Queenie, and it's the elote dog and the pizza dog. The pizza, yeah,
The
that's what it's
Hachito
called.
one.
The Hachito one. Oh shit, 3. Yeah, but I haven't had the taco one, so I would have to kill that one just because I've never had it. I would marry the pizza one. Loved it. And then I would probably fuck the, not literally, but but the elote dog. So yeah, those are mine. Okay, this wasn't it. That wasn't on the list. Okay, fuck, marry, kill Becky G, Camila Cabello, or J Lo.
Ooh, bitch.
I think those are good because these are all beautiful women.
Okay, say it again.
Okay, Becky G, Camila Cabello, J Lo.
Marry J-Lo.
I like duh. Like saw your face.
I would probably. Fuck Becky G and then kill Camila Cabello.
Okay, so mine are like switched. So I would marry Becky G because I think we could we just like vibe. We're like around the same age. Yeah. I would I would fuck J-Lo because she's beautiful, but I'm intimidated by her.
Oh, okay.
And
Makes sense.
I'd kill Camila,
She's like random. Like, she's like cute, but like still.
She's not sexy to me.
She's like, she's interesting.
Did you see the VMAs with Shawn Mendes?
No.
What? Okay, well, if you do,
I don't have cable.
Okay, don't watch it then. Like, don't look it up on YouTube because it was not sexy. She tried to be. It was awkward.
Kind of like Ariana Grande, how like she tries to be sexy.
No, I think Ariana Grande can be sexy.
Really?
No, I gotta go. I think Ariana Grande can be sexy, but Camila Cabello, only because I feel like Camila Cabello's literally only been, what is that little group that she was in? Fifth Harmony.
Oh yeah,
Fifth Harmony. Like, I think she just went from Fifth Harmony and then jumped into her solo thing. But
she
whereas
blew up also.
Yeah, but I feel like Ariana Grande has gone through so many like transitions where she's kind of already like owned herself and like is like, this is what I am. And Camila's not there yet. I don't
she's definitely not.
Yeah, so I don't think she's like in her like I'm sexy kind of thing. So when Becky G went into her Sin Pijama phase with nothing, I don't think she was like knew who she was yet, so I wasn't into it. But now that I know, like, I feel like she's already confident who she is and her style of music.
Dude, I actually loved that song.
I did too. I did too. But
sexual.
But I feel like Nati was like the bigger sister teaching her little sister how to be hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Anna. That was my sister. My sister was teaching me how to be cute, and I was just like this little like 9-year-old like I want to be like you. Yeah, my sister was like, my sisters are like not so much older than me, but they've always looked so much older than me. So I was always trying to be like them, and I was like 9 when they were like 13, and I'm like, you guys got it.
Love it.
So that was me. So I get it. Okay, so guys, my assistant is not here today, and we can't play Tune the Mood because I would be cheating, but we are gonna play this voting game. I have some cards, they have some questions, and we have to immediately think of who would this person be. Does that make sense? So it will be like, most likely, or it'll say this person robbed a car. Who do you think would have done it out of us? Or kind of thing. Like, it'll either be like a statement or a question. Does that make sense? And you have to just choose you or me.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is, who would put pot brownies out at the church bake sale? 1, 2, 3. I pick you. I pick you.
No.
Why me? I don't smoke pot.
Me either.
Yeah, but I feel like you're more daring. I just feel like you're a lot more daring than I am.
Probably, actually, now that I really am honest with myself.
Like, really? Like, I think you're daring. Like, I think...
I'd be like... Oh
you're like, you're right.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see the pastor just get high. Oh my God, Sunday.
Dude, I know. I'm going to be at the front, like...
Okay.
I wasn't there.
We're going to get 5 seconds. Okay, so you have to pick one. Like, okay. Who has hired a professional to make their dating profile? Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. I haven't, but I would probably.
Yeah, I think I would too.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Look how my dating life's going. I probably would.
I probably would too. I think I'd like ask my friends. I'd be like, "Would y'all like
Yeah.
How
like-
would you do this? Like, what do you
Like,
do?
can I hire a professional to take these photos or what? Like, yeah. Okay. Who is proud of the number of people they've slept with? 3, 2, 1.
Me.
I was like, yeah, you. That's so funny.
That's fucking
Not saying that I'm not, but I just feel like you'd be very proud of yourself. Like,
Dude, yeah. I was like super like, if I'm gonna like be with you, like you're gonna be my boyfriend. Like I'm a long-term bitch.
you're marrying me or not? You're not getting
Dude,
anything.
Literally, we starting a business or not?
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian. He better be watching. Is he watching?
If not, you're fired from Queenie.
Dude, for real. Shit.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Who intimidates the opposite sex? 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
I think it's you. I think I'm very like, I think you're like, you're just
yeah.
like a boss bitch. Like you
I'm
just like,
kind of like-
come in with confidence, and I'm just kind of like,
dude.
like this
literally.
dweeb. You're like,
Even
yes.
like when I was single, like I'd be like swerving guys left and right, like if I'm fucking
Like, when I'm
in a
downtown-
relationship,
Like I'm like when I'm in downtown, I literally push people out of my way.
well, yeah,
But like my friends are like, oh, excuse me, and I'm like, nope.
no, dude,
So
yeah,
I think it would be you intimidates the opposite sex. You're like, fuck.
maybe I don't know actually.
Okay. Who will become a liability after the fewest number of drinks?
Wait, what?
Who will become a liability after the fewest number of drinks? Fewest number of drinks.
Fewest numbers of drinks.
That was okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I feel like you after a few drinks you're like,
Dude, yeah, like where am I?
You're like, what happened? Okay. Who has parents that know the least about their current lifestyle? 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. It's
I feel like it's me.
really.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like, I'm so sorry, mom. Yeah, like I feel like I tell my parents a lot, but there's a lot they also don't know. Sorry, mom. Bye.
If you're watching, my
Yeah.
parents literally know everything I do. Like I go to work and at the gym.
Oh no, not me.
And I drink at my backyard. Like dude, when we first got our new place, I told my mom I was super excited, and I was showing them because we got a huge backyard. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Mom, look at this amazing backyard. Like we're gonna put a table out, a canopy, and all the gazebo, whatever.
And then we're gonna plant our weed here.
No. But my mom was like, for what? So you and your friends can get drunk in the back like always? That's all you guys are gonna do?
You're like,
And I was
that's my vision.
Yes, because
So I think now as I've gotten older, and then like when I had Wasted Wednesday, my parents kind of got like the side of me that like I was hiding from them.
Yeah.
So there's not too much that they don't know, but there's like stuff that I try to keep away from them, just like out of respect.
yeah, I mean, I get that.
Yeah, so they're like, that's why I feel like they probably know the least, because I try to keep a lot of things away from them. Because I've always felt like my parents are like these, like on this pedestal. Like I would bring my friends over and I'd be like, don't talk a lot. Like just be very, very quiet.
Don't be yourself.
Yeah, and my parents would be like, when they would make noise, my parents didn't have a problem, but I'd be like, don't fucking say anything. Like don't say anything. Like I would.
Damn.
But it's because I just didn't want to bother them.
Yeah.
So that's why I think they know the least about me.
Yeah.
Okay. Who has contributed to bathroom stall graffitiing? Okay. So you have to pick one, you
Okay.
or myself. Okay. So 3, 2, 1.
I don't think I have.
You've
actually.
never? Have I? I'm sure I have, like in middle school. But I just feel like.
Dude, y'all want to know something?
Go.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
So one
This is the
time,
Cheez.
If you're listening, or no. One time in
I
middle
feel like
school.
it's hitting us.
One time in middle school, somebody wrote my name, like Kimberly Loves, and then
Weenies.
no, and it said like this guy's name.
Brian.
No, we didn't even school together.
Oh, really?
We met after school, after
Okay.
high school. But in middle school, somebody wrote that, and I was like, "That's weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even. It was just weird."
Uh-huh.
And I remember, like, I was like, "Dude, they're gonna think I'm like vandalizing the walls and stuff." Like,
So you're like painting it.
Dude,
Shut
I'm
the
like
fuck up.
painting over volunteering.
I was like, have you fucking... I was like, I fucking swear, Kim, get out.
No, but even that, like, I really have never written on a wall.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I haven't, but I the bad girl in me is like, you fucking did it. Just say you did. Like, you know.
Like, you, like, can't remember, but you're
I'm pretty sure.
you-
Yeah, like, it's not like unlike of me, like unlikely. Like, I'm sure I have. But just
so
because, like, I was bored, like, it takes a while to be in there. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's a process.
It's true.
Okay. Who would have the most fun going to a nightclub alone? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm fine. Oh, sorry guys. I have fun like out on my own. I don't mind going out. Like sometimes after Wasted Wednesday, I would be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. Like, and I would just end up over there and see people. So
I love that.
I don't have a problem. Or like sometimes I'll just like go and drink like by myself. Like
That's how I am too. Like I don't mind going, like if I'm like in the situation where I have to go have lunch by myself, I'll go eat and sit down by myself and just either not, sometimes I won't even be on my phone. I'll just like be like a weirdo, like looking around, or I will be on my phone, whatever, but I'll go by myself. Or like I've gone to bars or like even like art shows and like museums and to the bar by myself.
if
Like,
I go
don't
out to
mind.
eat, I probably will be on my phone just because I feel like when I'm eating, people are like, she's eating alone. What is she doing?
Oh,
You know, like,
yeah.
what's going on over there? Like, I'm just like, bro, like, leave me alone. So that's the only time that I will be on my phone. But when I'm at a bar, like, I'll be on my phone and then I'll be like there and then I'll just
Yeah.
like try to talk to the bartender and like,
Yeah.
so it's like
It's kind of also like when you're on your phone, you kind of like shield yourself, and it's kind of like your message to
Yeah.
other people. Like,
Mhm.
I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to mingle or make friends. Like, I'm just here to get this job done.
yeah,
Like,
I just need to eat this real quick. Yeah. So like, and especially because like I don't like to eat by myself, so I'm just like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay. Who would talk their way out of a hostage situation? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, thank you. I just feel like, I don't know, when we were talking earlier, I was just thinking like you were like very like confident. You're like, we were doing this. And I was just like, maybe she could be like, my family has money. Or like they got, and then like as soon as they're like, Ashley said Kim as fuck. But you see, like, I feel like you would be there and be like, I got this and I got this. And be like, all right, cool. And then they put you up in, like, the passenger seat and be like, bitch, bye. Like, let's go.
dude, yeah. Like, I probably would pretend to be like on their side. I'd be like, you know what? No, fuck this. Like, I got you, dude. I know this spot, or like whatever. I don't even know what I'm imagining. Like, but
Like, no, bitch, like, I know a guy. I just play dead.
what? I feel like you're super like, you'd be real outgoing too, and you'll be like, hey, like I know this place. We can
I'd
go
be like,
drink.
harder.
Like,
I just make jokes, like, fuck it. And he'd be like, you're fucking
Take me.
annoying.
Just
Get
do
out.
this now for me,
He'd be like,
please.
you're annoying. Get out of the car. I'm done with you. I don't care how much money.
that is hilarious.
So, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. Okay, so there was actually... why did my sister do this? There was actually a time where they called my parents and told me they told them they had me. Like, hostage.
What?
Yeah, and I had, like, just moved in to this house with my roommate. And I had just, like, moved in. And they were, like, super, like freaking out. And my mom called me. And my mom's like, where are you? And I was like... at home. I'm like, what? And she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm cooking. And she's like, and I just hear her tell my dad, she's fine. And she like hangs up. And like I was like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, get over here now. And I'm like, okay. And so I go over there. My dad's like pale.
Oh
my mom's freaking the fuck out. And she's like cussing some person on the phone. And they were just
What
like,
the fuck?
yeah, but like it was so scary because they said like my name. They
Like,
said,
they knew.
yeah. And I was just like, what? Like,
Dude, that is wild.
that was the scariest fucking thing. Like, I just felt so bad for my parents. So that night, I ended up just, like, staying at their place. Like,
Do you have cameras now? Or?
well, yeah, like, I have cameras. I have, like, an alarm system. Like, I have all this crazy ass shit.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah. So, like, it's fucking scary out there.
I mean, I guess because it's also like a small, like the valley's kind of small too, even though it's big, but everybody
Yeah.
knows someone. Like,
I like how you're just like, I was like, no one said for a refill.
oh, is that what we're...
No, I'm joking.
I was like, oh my God, do they have to call it?
You're like, no, I said it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what were you gonna say? Sorry, before I called you out. You're like, no, bitch, I'm fucking aguitada now.
Dude, I swear I don't drink this much.
We drank that whole thing together.
Dude, yeah.
We're sisters now. Okay, who has gone to church drunk? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Because I was like, should I vote for Kim? But I was like, most like it'd be me. Like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah, I mean, not like drunk, but I was like, oh, fuck, like I have to go. Like,
Yeah. I've definitely been like
hungover
to where I felt like I was still drunk. And I'll never forget, I was sitting there with my family and my mom, my whole family.
in the bag, just throwing up.
No, dude, I was crying. Like, I was just crying because of whatever the topic was that our pastor was talking about. I felt like...
Apparently my pastor was watching. That's what my sister said. Oh, I was like, fuck. Oh my God, I got so nervous. She's like, pastor's watching. I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm going to end this right here. Don't be doing that. My sister just called me out on like these comments and I'm like,
That's so funny.
Okay. So what were you saying? I'm so sorry. I got so nervous after that.
Oh, yeah. So I remember I started crying and I just felt so like guilty maybe because I was like, really, bitch, like you can't even go to church, like just
You can't even keep one Saturday. Like,
but yeah.
I just feel like, so it was only one time where I went after I partied and
Yeah, at least we went.
yeah, like I went, but I just felt bad and I was like, this is why my partying's like scheduled on Fridays. Like, you know, so I can be like fucking hungover on Saturdays and then Sunday I'm like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And like, I'm good. Like, I'm not like, not listening, you know. So there's that.
There's
Okay,
that.
we have 3 more.
Okay.
Okay. So who is the passenger that won't stop talking to you on an airplane? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Yeah, it's me. I literally talk.
You're like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah. Like my sister knows that anywhere I go, I end up talking to people.
Dude, yeah.
No matter where I'm at. So I remember my first time on an airplane in Harlingen. I was in Harlingen. Going to Houston. And it was like 5 in the fucking morning, dude. 5 in the morning. And I was there like, so where are you going?
Oh, no, thank you.
I was like, where are you going? And they're like, oh, we're going to Houston. I'm like, what are you going to do there? Like, I was just like,
that's so
it's
cute.
a 45-minute plane, like flight. Like, it's a flight.
But
But
tell me your story.
yeah, I'm like, where are you from? What do you do?
No, dude, I'm...
So your husband?
I wish I was like that. I really wish I was more like that. But I'm super, like, amargada. Like, I just real, like... I just sit there and I'm, like, just...
I think I'm super awkward. Like, I'm super awkward. Like, I don't know if you ever, like, if you remembered me the first time I went to the Queenie thing, I was so awkward. I was just like, hi, do you remember me? Like,
God.
I remembered because I died. Literally, as I was talking, I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Like, dying inside. And I was just like, I like shriveled up.
No, I thought it was like super cool and everything because you were taking pictures and we were like talking.
And I was like,
I was like,
this is the worst photo. I was like, this is a bad picture. I was like, man, you should go home. Like,
and I think I told every single other person that was there. I was like, oh my god, this is Karla. Like, she has lipstick and vodka, and I love.
And I remember being so like, oh god, what the fuck am I doing here? I was like, she doesn't even know you. Like,
I did.
But it's because I'm awkward. Like every single,
That's how I am.
I overthink everything. But everyone's like, oh, you didn't even seem like that. But I'm like,
Honestly, she really is.
what? Awkward?
Yes.
You're like, fucking bitch. So yeah, like I
Our
get.
sisters just be calling us out.
I know. They need to like log off. I know my sister, but Marie's like my biggest supporter. Hi, sister. Okay.
So is Ash.
Right? Like they're the ones like roasting us the most, but they're there. But yeah, so that time when I was in Houston, I was just like, how's it going? They were like psychologists. Oh no. They actually worked for social services and they like helped little like children at the border. It was great.
Oh, that's
If
cute.
you guys are seeing this, hi.
Hi.
This was like 6 years ago, but hello. You're like, okay, who has played Twister naked?
Oh,
3, It's you. I was like, is it you? Oh my God. I was like, you played this. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I've always wanted to.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
I've always wanted to.
Like, we just like with a group of friends. Just super
Dude,
awkward.
It'd be fucking gross, probably.
Huh?
It'd probably be gross
Why?
to play like Twister naked.
Maybe because like as like you're playing, it's a lot of like holding yourself
Yeah.
up, so you gotta sweat, and it's like
Legs are open, like arms. Are open,
legs are
like-
open, and then like sweat. God, let's just stop now. Okay, last one. Ready? Whose first word was no? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I just feel like you're very like,
I'm just
like feisty, like sassy, like all the time.
I wish I wasn't.
Why?
I don't know.
I love you. I feel like you're like, I was gonna say my spirit animal, but I feel like that's weird telling another person you're my spirit animal. Like,
No, I don't think it's weird.
you don't think so? Like, I'm like, if someone told me, I'd be like, why the fuck am I an animal?
Why do you think of it like that?
Okay, yeah, like that's how I feel. Like if someone told me you're my spirit animal, I'd be like, my dog? Like,
Aw.
yeah, I gotta take everything very personal. Okay.
So funny.
Okay, so guys, if you guys don't have any questions, if you guys are watching the live stream, if you have any questions for her, just let us know. I still have a few questions for you about Queenie.
Okay.
Are you ready to answer? Are you okay to answer?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Have you had to like deal with any like backlash because of Queenie, or like had to like deal with anyone like, especially it's always the copycat. Sorry, can I have some of that? Like copycats that are like will like say anything, or have you ever heard anything indirectly?
I've heard a lot of things indirectly. It's kind of like I said, the valley is big. I mean, I don't know how many miles long. It's humongous in essence. But at the end of the day, yeah, I might as well. But at the end of the day, there's always somebody that knows somebody. You know what I mean? And I know, like, when we first opened, a lot of people were talking about us and saying, like, oh, well, they're young. Like, they don't even know what they're doing, you know? Or, like, hot dogs. Like, I don't know. But it got to a point where it literally doesn't matter. It doesn't faze me. Sometimes, yeah, I'll have my moments when I want to vent.
You're like, we're at another level. We're like J-Lo and you're
Dude,
Becky G, bitch.
I wish.
You're like, I'm Jenny from the block and they're Becky from the block. No, yeah. I mean, I feel like now you've kind of set yourself as like a standard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In this one fucking year, like, I think it's crazy because you were probably one of the first food trucks that were completely different. You're not some taco truck. You're not like Gorditas Doña Tota, which is like a chain. You know what I mean? A pizza truck, like, it's just like pizza. You made hot dogs like completely different and changed the RGV forever.
We tried. I mean, that was the thing too. It's like, you know, there's so many people that want to try new things and they want the accessibility to like unique and things that you can find in like bigger cities. You know what I mean? And we wanted to be able to do that. I mean, just because you want variety. There's so much room for variety. I mean, the clientele is not as maybe big as, you know, cities like New York, California, even Houston or Austin, but there's still a big community of foodies that want new stuff, you know, they're craving.
And I feel like it's not even just like foodies. I think just like the RGV needs new things in general. Like
it's definitely growing a lot, dude. And that's what I love. Like, it's grown so much. There's a lot of uniqueness and a lot of new ideas. Like when we came back down 2 years ago from Los Angeles, I was fucking shook.
She's like, Los Angeles?
It was so shook of how many like new things had just like opened up.
Yeah, because even like Westaco, are you from Westaco, right?
Yeah, I'm from
Okay, so like Westaco, like the main street. I remember when Panda Express used to be like this old ass gas station. Do you remember that? No? Okay, because like, well, I live on like this main street right here. So like, where Dairy Queen is, right next to it, there was like this old ass gas station. I remember there was like a pothole as you got in, and now it's Panda Express. Chick-fil-A was never there.
Oh my God, it was.
Yeah, it was like a Stripes or something, but it was so like old school.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I remember now.
And I think there was like a finance company right next to it. Like I remember it so well. And then Chick-fil-A wasn't even there. I don't even know what was before Applebee's. I think it was just like a blank thing. Like, but when I came back from Houston, because I went to Houston.
It was just a parking lot.
Yeah, like, and when I came back from Houston, because I was in Houston for about 2 years, I remember these things were like coming up and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I just came back from Houston and these things were like a daily thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, Chipotle wasn't even down here. Like, it wasn't even a thing.
There's one here?
There was one in Westaco. I think it closed down because, like, you can't really, like, put like Mexican food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's already a lot of like taquerias
like,
and really good Mexican restaurants.
Exactly. So it was just like really hard. A question for you. It's like, what made you have a hot dog stand? I mean, you could have done a hot dog stand or like a hot dog like store. Why like a food truck?
Well, it started as a stand. I mean, there was a bunch of haters that said, oh, you have a puestecito. Like, it was just like, okay, like, you know, people were ragging on it. But
because where were you at in the beginning? You were in Elsa.
We opened up in Elsa at Ice Cube. My girl owns Ice Cube. And so I remember she
Ashley, what's up?
Ashley. And so she was like, when I was first, I remember like I had been telling her too since one of the very early stages of just getting the idea, and she was just there, dude, every step and like hyping me up and telling me like, dude, you need to do it, blah, blah, blah. And so after the soft opening, well, during it, she had said, try it out here. Like, we got the property, like, just try it
and
out.
Ice Cube is like well known as well. Like,
it really helped out a lot too. Like, I mean, dude, I remember the days when we have to be giving free samples out. Like, sometimes there was days of just giving free samples, of getting people to try it out. And I remember I was super nervous about it, but I mean,
it's paid off.
Yeah, we had to do it, like, because a lot of people couldn't like put it together, you know, like, what do you mean macaroni on top of a hot dog?
I remember when like your pizza dog came out, I was like, pizza? And you want to know what I did? I bought it and I gave it to my brother. I was like, try it. I remember doing that because my brother, he works at the restaurant at night, and he's always like down for me to bring in food because like working at a restaurant, you get tired of the food. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you ever get tired of your hot dogs. Like, after a while, like every single day, like you want new shit. Like, I'm sorry. So my brother's like, bring me something, like anything. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go like to Queenie in a bit. He's like, I don't know what that is, but bring me whatever. I was like, it's a hot dog. And I was like, there. And he's like, just do it. Like, I already sold when you said you were gonna bring me food. Like, you know? So I was like, okay. So I think I got like the hot Cheeto dog, which is like my favorite. And then I got an elote dog. And then I got the pizza dog. And I remember my parents were like, I don't know what that is. My parents are very like,
yeah, my parents are too.
So I remember I got like half of one and my parents were like, okay, we'll share the half of the half, like, you know. And my brother was like, okay, leave it here. And he was like, he was so good. And I was like, all right, so I'll eat some. So he gave me some of his and I was like, this is so good. So
it's one of our most popular ones.
It sounds scary when you're like elote on a dog or like a pizza, like chicken Alfredo.
Yeah, it's because the thing also, like, I think
it's different.
It is different, but also I think people think like a hot dog. You know what I mean? And yes, we do serve, you know, fusion style hot dogs, and that's our brand. But at the same time, the base of like the actual meat is not a hot dog. It's smoked sausage. And so I think kind of people think
like those 4th of July hot dogs.
Like they think like hot dogs, and it's like, oh, like they think like cheap shit, like Nathan's or like Oscar Mayer Wiener, like stuff like that. And it's like, no, we use like, it's smoked sausage. You know? Like,
I don't know. So, they're fucking good, guys.
Y'all need to go check it out if you've never tried it. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook. Queenie RGV.
QWEENIE. Yeah, like Q and then Weenie.
Yes.
So yeah. So what are these weeks looking like for you, your schedule wise? We want to know.
So tomorrow we are here in Westaco on Texas Boulevard. So what the city does is during the fall and winter time, they shut down like half of Texas and they host the alfresco music and art in the street.
Do you do that every month, or is that just like once in a while?
It's the third Thursday of every month. So tomorrow's the third Thursday of this month.
Yeah, but are you a part of it every month, or is it just this?
We didn't get a chance to do it last month. This is our second season doing it. So we did it last
the month before.
Last September, October, November.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but the first one was last month, and we didn't get to do it because we were booked. But we are gonna do it tomorrow, and we're gonna be from 6 to 9 or sold out. It's usually gets really crazy, so we always advise like get there early because there's like music, there's art, there's a lot of vendors, there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. So it's a really fun event that the city of Westaco does. So we'll do that on Thursday, and then Saturday we have Oktoberfest with 5x5 in Mission. So if you don't know 5x5, it is a brewing company. One of the only.
That's on Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Okay.
So they brew.
So where are you Friday?
Friday we're closed. Yeah, Friday we're closed. We're getting ready because we're kind of like recovering from Thursday because that's usually really, really busy. And then, not only that, but...
they want to party? It's okay.
Yeah, Ryan's dad's coming down from Laredo. We haven't seen him in a pretty good while. So he's coming down to visit. We have family on Friday. And then Saturday, we do have Oktoberfest in Mission.
I love how, it's, you still make time for your family, even though you're running this, business where it's, very fucking demanding.
Dude, it's so demanding. When we close, we hate it. And then we have angry customers that'll message and they get angry. And
were they mad today?
I'm angry too. I don't want to close.
Yeah.
But we're still growing. So,
Yeah. Okay. And then, so Saturday, Oktoberfest at 5x5. And then Sunday, are you closed?
Sunday, no, actually we have a pop-up here in Westaco again. With the CBD
Vibes?
Yeah, Vibes.
Oh, okay, cool.
With Vibes here. So we'll be here we'll be here for their market. And then we also are planning.
You have so much going on. It's exciting, though.
We have our Queenie 1 year anniversary, guys. It's gonna be so awesome. It's being hosted by the Reserve at Social in Edinburgh. It's a really cool bar. It's kind of upscale, but also it's kind of loungy too, so it's super chill. But we're gonna have a brunch party there.
Oh, cool.
So September 29th, it's a Sunday, from 12 to 4, and we're gonna have vendors. We got live music going on by Mujer RGV. They're gonna create the Reserve's gonna create a pink cocktail for the day.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have door prizes. We're gonna have a giveaway, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, guys,
all hot dogs are gonna be buy one get one half off. So
that's exciting.
Yeah.
So guys, make sure you guys make it out. If you guys don't remember, Mujer RGV, Seams Fuentes was here last week, and she is the creator of Mujer RGV. So we talked about how to support women, and this is one of the ways you can do so. Mm-hmm. So guys, make sure you guys make it out to this event and all of her food stands, events. There's plenty of things. One of the questions is, will you have brunch dogs on the 29th?
Yes.
Okay, really? Okay, so
we're gonna have our brunch dog on the 29th, and if y'all don't know, that one comes topped with French fries, grilled cheese, a fried egg on top, pico de gallo, and extra bacon on top. And we have a very super, super delicious, homemade, jalapeno maple syrup that Brian makes, and it kind of comes
Marry him.
on the side. Yeah, so it's good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that wraps up our episode of The Cheez with Karla J. If you guys have any more questions for Kim, you guys can obviously follow her on Instagram, Facebook, all of social media. Kim, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Kimberly Avila with 3 A's at the end. So KIMBERLY AVILAAA.
Okay, what about Queenie? Where can they find Queenie at?
Queenie, you can find us at Queenie RGV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and that's QWEENIE So you can find us there. We are on all social media platforms. We're pretty good at answering all questions. But if you're trying to book us for an event, email us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the best way to get you. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. So, all right. You want to give them a quick, just a little recap of what you're doing tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. So tomorrow, y'all can find us here in Westaco It's tomorrow, the Thursday, from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Wesco Music and Art Festival. And then Saturday, you can find us in Mission at 5x5 Brewing Company for Oktoberfest. So it's going to be a really big event. Oktoberfest. It's
Quick
like
question:
beer and
Are there tickets that need to be bought, or okay,
you just show up? Yeah,
okay,
you
perfect.
just show up. There's going to be food trucks. We're going to be there. It's going to be a whole big like Oktoberfest, beer celebration. And then Sunday you can find us at Vibes CBD. So we'll be back in Wesco for that.
Yeah. All right, cool. And guys, stay tuned because make sure you guys follow them because their 1 year anniversary is coming up and you don't want to miss it. So also for the Cheez with Karla J, you guys can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Literally, it's called the Cheez Pod or the Cheez with Karla J. You can also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on iHeartRadio now. Ever since last week, I'm so excited for that. So I feel like I'm just everywhere.
Dude, yeah, you have to be.
Yeah, YouTube, guys. So if you guys are watching this stream and you didn't catch it on Facebook Live, it's still there. But if you prefer YouTube, we will be there as well. All right. And then one last thing. If you guys know Duval.com, if you guys want to support me, support them. So if you guys buy anything off of them, you are supporting the show. So please do. It's DUVOLLE.com. They have straighteners. They have curlers. They have face wands and stuff. So like I said, if you guys want to support me, support them. All right. So I will talk to you guys next week. We go live every single Wednesday starting at 9 p.m. Central Time. And we go up. Apparently today we're at 10:47. This is one of our longest shows. But you guys were super excited for this. So I wanted to make sure it's a little extra, it's a little longer.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. So if you have any more questions, make sure you follow them. All right. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.